Hey friends, welcome back and thanks for watching. I am popping in one more time doing a quick film edit upload same day to remind you guys these Amazon deals are ending today. It is officially the end of Cyber Monday, and instead of just like sharing products that I recommend, I actually am again just doing top sellers so that you guys can know what other people are clicking on a lot and buying a lot. So everything I'm talking about is gonna be numbered up on screen, and then the direct link will be in the description bar and comment section. Incredibly easy to shop. You're not gonna have to scroll a storefront. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I got my laptop here if you see me looking at it. The SKG foot massager, you guys are loving this, and to be completely honest, so am I. There are a lot of reasons why I love this. One of the main ones being it has a remote, which is so much better than some other ones that I've tried, because you literally put your feet in it, and then without the remote, you're like gonna have to be like bending down awkwardly, kind of like changing settings. And the remote, you can be in an upright seated position, change the settings, and if you like look down, want something a little bit more firm or the heat setting changed, then you can just easily do that with your remote. The inside lining is washable. You can fully pull it out and wash it. This fits up to size 13 feet, but I feel like, especially compared to some other ones that I've tried, this is significantly more compact, so it's a lot easier to store. There are so many reasons why I love this. I hear that it's actually even really good for people with plantar fasciitis, which I know a lot of people who oddly have that, but my husband is a runner and he steals this from me constantly. And I love it. I had it last night in the office while I was working. I just had my feet in there and I was getting like the best massage ever. So the Cyber Monday deal on this is 29%. I do also have a discount code for you guys. I'm unsure if that is stackable, but it is 20% off. I will put it up on screen for you. We just can't get enough of their stuff. And I think that there was actually even another SKG product that was a top clicked and top selling item that I'm going to share in a later part of this video. The next one, this was like by a landslide a top seller, the tweezer set. And every time I mention this, I always say the same thing. These were the tweezers that made me realize not all tweezers are made equal. You know how sometimes you'll just like have to keep grabbing at a hair in order for it to like finally pluck? Yeah, not these. Be careful with these, okay? Because when you pull, it's gonna get everything. And so I feel like I just tweeze less with this because they just work. They come with that little leather case that you're seeing. These are 27% off. So they're actually under $8. And I believe the other day they were under $9. They were like right at $9. So that's actually a much better price today just for something so simple and affordable. So this would be a great stocking stuffer. But if you don't believe me, on top of the fact that it's a top seller, it has 65,000 5-star reviews. 65,000 for tweezers. So very, very great, good stocking stuffer. The next one would be the Skylight calendar. Now I have the 15-inch in white, and I'm not surprised that people are loving this. This is the it item that people are gifting this year. If you know someone does not have this, it really just takes your life and makes it so cohesive. My husband and I are on the same wavelength. He can update things from his phone at work. I can update them from here at the house. And within seconds, we can see what's happening in our schedule with ourselves, with our kids. We meal plan on this. We grocery plan on this. It's just so convenient, and it is 22% off, so right at $250. And again, I have the 15-inch in white. It does come with a little stand or wall mount, so you can kind of just like lean it a little bit, which is what I have. I know people who have theirs wall mounted though and absolutely love it. They even have some bigger sizes, but in terms of just the one that like I have recommended that I have that is also a top seller, it is this model. Okay, so this was the other SKG neck massager, and I actually, one of the things that I really love about this is at first it's very, very relaxing, and then it gets to a point where it's like warm, your neck's getting massaged, and then like last night I kind of like had one of these where it was like starting to make my muscle like spasm a little bit. And I could literally feel, as it was like forcing my neck to do this, the tension that I felt just release. It was like, it got to a point in the massage cycle where it was like, okay, we really have to work this muscle. And I just felt so much tension relief, and I was like, oh my gosh. I feel like I wear this maybe 5 days a week, and I love the heated feature. It is very small and foldable, like it's compact, fits down in a little bag. So again, very easy to store. It has so many different vibration settings, pulse settings. You name it, it has it. You can turn the little like voice on and off. My favorite is just like the first relaxation mode, that when you click it on, that's like the first one that comes on. I've never really adjusted the heat settings because it's perfect for me, and this is 20% off today. So $120, cannot get enough. The next item is actually not on sale, but it's right at $10, and this is a lymphatic drainage massager. And one of the reasons why I think this is a top seller is I actually was talking about it whenever I had my sinus infection and I just like was not feeling any better. I used this one day, like I almost kind of did it a little bit more than you're supposed to, and I could literally feel my sinuses, just like, you could not only see my face getting less puffy, but my teeth didn't hurt throughout my sinus infection this time, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And after I would use this, I like slowly started to feel my teeth hurt, which meant that pressure was moving out of my face. And sure enough, after one day of just like doing this ever so often, I felt so much better. Now, people kind of have mixed reviews on this in the sense that it is a like brush. So it's very gentle and very soft, but a lot of people are like, that is not antimicrobial. That's gross. And yes, of course, I always recommend you wash your face before you use this, but you're still gonna have oils on your face. I saw someone say you can spray the antimicrobial spray on it, and I do that. I do find that it makes the bristles on it just a little bit more stiff. It's still not rough, but it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other in regards to what you want. I have a stainless steel gua sha, and then I have this little soft brush, and I think that they both are great in their own ways. It's just really more or less what you need. For sinuses and like really getting rid of that sickness and just like gunk and pushing it out of my face, I feel like this is better, but for day-to-day use, like, I think the stainless steel one's great. So I will actually link that one under the same number as this as well. The Belief Aqua Bomb Cooling Eye Gel was a hugely top clicked item. You guys are loving this. This one, and actually I've mentioned the retinol one, but I cannot use retinol around my eyes. My skin's just way too sensitive. Those both were like very interested. People were very interested in those, but this was definitely the one that came out on top, which is the one that I have used and love. And I say this every time, like I put it on my eyes one time and I like turned and I was doing something, then I looked back and I was like, okay, where did the dark circles go? Like, this really does cool your eyes down so much and just makes your eyes look brighter and feel like you feel physically more awake because it's so cooling. But it also does actually help take those dark circles away. And I feel like it was almost like maybe a couple minutes. So definitely something, the longer you use it, the more of those results you're gonna see, but I'm officially a Belief girl. I really do love that one. And then for the eye gels, this is, again, no surprise that this is a top seller. I actually keep these in my fridge, and if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you've seen me use these every morning when I like will vlog. I literally keep these in the fridge. I'll come in here, I'll grab my ice roller, and I will grab my eye patches and I put them on. The cooling, everything just like makes your face not only depuff a lot, but it obviously wakes you up. But I swear to you, my makeup looks better when I use this and my ice roller. I just think that like everything looks a lot smoother, and like my concealer almost doesn't crease as much. 36% off, so it is $16 for a 12 pack, and they're sparkly in different colors, which I love. The scalp massager, now this can help promote hair growth, but one of the reasons why I actually mentioned this was I said my father and my brother both use this on their beards, so it really helps like scrub in the beards, and I think this would be a fantastic stocking stuffer. I do believe that's actually what my mom got us these for, was like a stocking stuffer years ago, and now we all have them and use them and love them, and it is 40% off, making it $6. They have, oh, about 1,000,001 colors. You can get 2 colored, you can get like ones that are single colors, you can get like man colors, you can get hot pink. Totally up to you. Price changes slightly. 155,000 4.5-star reviews. 155,000, you guys, that's amazing. Then we have the Shark Glossy 2-in-1 Hot Tool and Air Glosser. I get a lot of questions about this, and I'm such a Shark girl. That's how I literally styled my hair today. But someone said, so I'm looking for something to style my hair in the morning. I wanna run a brush through it, make my hair quick, still style it, get the, you know, get the shine. What do you recommend? And what she was actually asking about was the T3 Air 360. And I said, listen, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but in my opinion, I wash my hair at night and I blow dry it before I go to bed. I feel like the T3 Air 360, if you are taking your hair from like soaking wet to bone dry, that's it. I do use the round brush attachment because I feel like it does give my hair a good starting point, gives me a lot of volume. But if it comes to in the morning time, I'm waking up, I'm styling my hair, it's going to be this that I use. They do say not to use this on extremely wet hair. You need to use it on damp hair in order to just prevent any damage. Of course, use a heat protectant, but they are very particular about that, like damp hair, not soaking wet hair. So I feel like this is definitely more styling than blow drying. However, you can get both. So this is just, it gives me the most insane shine. I've never had shine like this, and I think I've even mentioned this, like I went to my hairdresser and I was like, how does my hair look? Do we have any breakage? Do we have any damage? And she was like, no, it looks really, really good. So this is the price that is kind of across the board. So it's 28% off, right at $130 for both the gold and then the jewel teal, which is the color I have. And you can get that same price on Sephora, Amazon, Shark's website, or here on Amazon. Okay, the next product is actually not a product that I recommended. However, I did see this one kind of coming at my list, and I was like, that's interesting. I've not linked that one, but you guys seem to be gravitating towards it. So Ninja Creami Scoop and Swirl Ice Cream and Soft Serve Maker. So you guys have heard me talk about the Ninja Creami. That is why I lost all the baby weight. Last October was when Helene hit. I was traveling, just a lot was going on, and I actually was not able to work out at all, like not once that month. So I was like, okay, everything is going crazy in the world. I'm busy. I'm gonna make sure I prioritize my protein. I'm gonna hit at least 130 grams of protein every day, and that's just gonna be what it is, and I'll work out when I can. I lost 8 pounds last October because I was hitting my high protein goal. And it was just honestly one of the most amazing things ever, because not only did I feel fuller longer because I was hitting high protein, but I was eating ice cream. I literally was making high protein ice cream, and I was getting like anywhere from like 30 to 42 grams of protein in one like single serve ice cream sitting. And you're not supposed to get the majority of your protein from protein powders, protein drinks. You're supposed to eat most of it because your body can digest that, of course, significantly better. So that is where I was struggling. I was like, I am still so far away, and I didn't want to just be eating protein powders or protein drinks, whatever. And so when I started making protein ice cream, bam, hit 130 protein, grams a day, and the weight flew off, and I was like, okay, all right, I see you. So now prioritizing protein above everything else is my % goal. And the Ninja Creami was what made that happen. They do also have this now as an ice cream maker. All that, it's just very wordy to say. 20% off for the Creamy Swirl, but the Creamy Deluxe, it looks like it is, oh, that one's actually sold out, showing for me today. Okay, well, 280 bucks for that little combo. So you can make a protein ice cream or regular ice cream, which is cool. The JBL Go 4. Now we have, I believe, the Go 3, but this is 20% off and it's $40. This is a really small, I'd say it's about this big, like overall, just about that big of a speaker, and it's really, really high quality, but my boys absolutely love this. They're on a music kick. They love to sing and dance, and so we will actually take this outside with us. We don't care if it gets messed up. It's pretty heavy duty. I feel like it does great outside, but it's not like, some hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth speaker. Like, it's pretty affordable in terms of what it is. And we'll throw it in the back of their little dump truck and they'll ride around, they'll just sing and jam. They love this. The battery power on it is super long, has over 10,000 4.8 star reviews, 9 colors, and again, it's fairly compact, but just such a good price. Okay, I told you guys this was a top seller. This is not the model I have, nor is this the model that I actually linked, but this is the model that you guys are buying. This is the one that you guys are just going after, and so I wanted to make sure that I was being very honest and open with you. This one is more expensive, and there are Tencos that are like 130, 140, $50. It's the Tenco, I think it's called the Floor one, like S3, whatever the 3 is, this is the 5. So this one is 49% off and it's right at $230. So again, this is not the one that I have. This is not the one that I have linked, but this is the one that you guys are buying. So it is a little bit more expensive. I will link the more affordable one below that I have. I mean, it's definitely still expensive, but it is a wet, dry mop vac and makes my life so easy, so I can't get it up. The Awala Free Sip stainless steel water bottle. So this is a 24 ounce. It's 20% off, making it right at $24. I don't have this model Awala, but I have purchased another one and my husband really, really loves it. It's like his daily work water cup. And I actually have a friend who is a teacher, and she says that this is actually a popular brand she sees a lot amongst her students. So one that's pretty popular. I know that, people have their opinions about brands, but for 20% off and it being a top seller, I feel like, under 25 is a pretty good price point. This one I need to just bite the bullet and buy it. This is the Bio-Ionic Long Barrel Styler. It is $112, so it's 31% off. And I have friends who like swear by, die by this curling iron. I've always been a T3 girly, but I also feel like I don't really like curl my hair that much anymore, and when I do, I use a super big curling iron. But the amount of times that this thing I've either like mentioned in passing or just like thrown a link in here and it like shoots up to the top sellers, I feel like I need to probably just buy it and review it for you guys. But very highly rated, over 3,000 reviews, and it's $112 today. And then lastly is the Kendra Scott Elisa pendant necklace. Kendra Scott is such a high quality brand, 40% off, so it's $36. Does look like they have a variety of different colors, and then the prices change depending on what color you get. So probably a more popular style or color necklace. Like there's one that's the orange stone and it's like $55. which looks like that one's not on a deal at all, but that blue one is the one that I saw. It was 40% off, so 36 bucks. And with that being said, that is all for the top 15 top sellers, things that you guys are clicking on, things you guys are interested in and buying. And the deals are technically ending, but you guys know they're gonna keep going. So I will have more dedicated gifted videos for you guys very soon that aren't just like all of the sales and deals. It's more like dedicated to this person in your life or this gift idea. So make sure you click the subscribe button if you are new here, but also make sure you follow me on Instagram because my 12 days of Christmas starts today on my Instagram stories, and I'm so excited about it. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.